It looks like a converted military base. Left over from the Cold War, most likely. There's a red implant. It might be the one I'm looking for. There must be a way to get him out of here. This emblem has been severely burned. Excuse me.
If you're looking for a little light reading, this is not the place.
I'm looking for something a little different.
Can I help you?
The person in charge here, if I needed to talk to him, how would I go about doing it?
It's not easy. In general, Father Joseph doesn't leave the conservation area until he has finished his work. If he's restoring something, it can take a long time. He locks himself in with everything he needs, food and drink, and we don't see him again until he's done.
What happens if there's an emergency?
Look around you and ask yourself, what kind of emergency could there ever be in a museum or library?
So he doesn't come out.
That doesn't mean he approves every request to borrow a book from the conservation area through a computer system.
So, if I request a book, he'll come and hand-deliver it to me?
No, it's automatic. He'll just approve the request. His work is very important. We do everything we can not to interrupt him. I'd rather you not disturb him.
My job is far more important than dusting off some musty old books. I just need to talk to him, and he's impossible to reach.
There's not much I can do for you. As long as he's working on his book, he won't answer.
What's he working on?
I have no idea. He's working his way through his list. Yesterday, I heard him say that he finished the authors starting with R. He was very happy about it.
I see that we have collected a lot of things.
Yes, and it can be complicated to find your way around. What are you working on?
I'm researching interrogation methods.
I understand. It's not at all my specialty, but I recommend that you look at the works from the Middle Ages. The Spanish Inquisition was particularly effective in extracting confessions from heretics and other things.
Thanks for the advice.
I don't know what they can feel, but I remember reading something about a retractor used on a particularly sensitive part of the body.
I'll be going now. Florins that belong to former hunters. What do they hope to get out of them? This is a thermostatic control panel. It controls the temperature, humidity, but it's locked. Excuse me,
I warned you, didn't I? Maybe you'll listen to me next time.
These diamonds are nothing compared to the ones I used to sell. It was long ago. The cover of a very old book.
Invalid code. Invalid code. Invalid code. Invalid code. Invalid code. Invalid code.
What? Fine. Very well. I'm coming.
Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help.
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred, face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Mena.
You can call me Caleb.
Galeb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation. Or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
Just what exactly am I to you? A variety of guinea pig?
Have you heard of Raphael Renzi?
The name doesn't ring a bell.
I'm not surprised, actually. He was an inquisitor who had qualms and thought that vampires could find salvation. He was burned at the pyre.
As were many others.
But Renzi's ideas were handed down over the centuries. The church may have issued the Florentine decree, but the questions he raised at the time still have gone unanswered.
An inquisitor with remorse?
Something like that.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
You're just trying to
study you. Our methods may certainly... but
Questionable? You call systematic immolation a method? Your need to soothe your conscience speaks volumes.
you may be right. It's never easy to realize that you're on the wrong side, is it?
It's not too late to open your eyes.
Perhaps. And perhaps I could also make the same argument regarding you. Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Just think of all that we could do together. A mutually beneficial partnership would be ideal for a researcher such as yourself.
An unprecedented alliance. The offer is tempting, I admit. You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
You made your decision when you chose not to call security. There's no reason to hesitate now.
You don't understand the predicament in which I find myself. It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Stanford is far from innocent. He defiles your beliefs.
It's true that we are often in disagreement.
Then it's time to take action.
You're right. I've been blinded for far too long. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate Chiara Favarone in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well, then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now, before someone finds us together.
Not so fast. I'm counting on your discretion.
And I am counting on yours.
He won't betray me. And who knows? Maybe I'll run into him again.
Higher clearance required.
That must not be the right one.
A new face, suddenly overcome by a need for reading material?
I just joined the department.
We've got a few too many newbies around here, if you ask me. At least you're not from the Vatican.
Are they causing trouble?
They're a real secretive club. Information doesn't circulate freely, if you know what I mean. That's pretty much the opposite of my job description.
You work with them every day. You must have gotten to know them pretty well by now.
Other than Father Joseph Manna, I don't see them very often.
Is he the guy in charge here?
Yeah, he's in charge of the Treasury Department. A real fountain of knowledge. He's a very kind person who's got a very interesting take on what we're doing here. Well, I've got a lot of work.
I'll be going now. I need to see you there.
All right.
Orgus is gonna kill me if I don't finish.
Hurry up, Henry. What part of "I need those results" wasn't clear? A child would understand. Why can't you?
All right, that's better.
Human blood? I thought they only studied us.
Tell me you weren't there for Faverone's meltdown.
I only caught the end.
Great. She yells at me in front of everyone now. It's her way of motivating the troops.
There are less painful techniques.
I'd be a lot faster if I didn't have to double as her personal assistant. I'm in the middle of a promising procedure, but I keep getting interrupted. No matter. I'd better stop complaining.
It can't be easy for a professional like you to have someone poking sticks in your spokes.
It's hard to complain because she's very efficient. And she's not just anyone in the Society of St. Leopold. She adapted very quickly here. Got the attention of the higher-ups. So, I deal with it. For the cause.
Henry, if you don't want to be the next body under my scalpel, I need those lab results by tomorrow.
I'll be going now.
Back to work. If Faverone thinks I work better under pressure...
Notes on cell renewal. It would appear they are attempting to use our regenerative abilities on humans. They'll never be able to do it.
All right. Concentrate.
Is that what they've got planned for us? These people must be stopped, or we'll all end up here. I can't accept that. I feel that urge, like like something is tearing me apart. A red implant. Maybe the one that I need.
The epidermis is already breaking down. I've been working on this for way too long.
That's a lot of blood. What are they doing here?
If Dr. Favreau sees me talking to you, the shit's going to hit the fan.
Easy. Those are ideal to avoid contaminating the experiment environment. Bacteriological suits. It's locked.
Decontamination complete.
Don't have anything better to do? In case you were wondering, this isn't dinner and a show. Get back to work.
A surgical steel table that's been carefully put away. Everything is ready for an operation. These gloves are made from thin plastic. It would be easy to tear them.
What the hell are you doing?
I might as well throw that out now. Good job. Go get me this creature's cerebellum from cold storage.
Here's the pass and the reference of the member I was working on. And hurry up!
Decontamination complete.
I'm not going to leave like that.
Apparently you are in cold storage. Great. I'll unlock the box containing the cerebellum. Hurry up.
It won't open. There's nothing to be done. It's locked. There's nothing to be done. It's locked. There's nothing to be done. It's locked. There's no way to open it. I never thought I'd be handling a cerebellum.
Decontamination complete.
That cerebellum's not going to walk over here on its own.
You sure took long enough.
I can finally get back to work.
I need that.
What?
These gloves are made from thin plastic. It would be easy to tear them.
Decontamination complete.
I'm not going to leave like that. The elevator just came down. The implant was deactivated. I need to be careful. That's the key to my cover. He doesn't look too good. Unit 731. Experiments on human subjects in Asia, 1932 to 1945. Wholesome reading. Unit 731. Experiments on human subjects in Asia, 1932 to 1945. Wholesome reading.
If Favarone thinks I work better under pressure...
This is a thermostatic control panel. It controls the temperature, humidity... Temperature, humidity... That can't be good for the books.
When you're done with that, get started on cleaning the last tank.
Very well.
What? What do you want? My time is precious, and I've got a boss breathing down my neck. So if you have no business here, either leave, or I'll call your friends to drag you out of here.
Shut up and listen to me. I'm not here to play games. Nobody has time to waste here. Neither you nor I.
Excuse me. I'm really under pressure right now.
Everyone's stressed out. Anything else would be surprising.
Are you talking about the Society of St. Leopold being here? It's true that Gallagher is running us ragged.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to go beyond the call to impress her superiors. And she takes it out on us. Well, I'll be getting back to work now.
Your shoulder. Are you hurt?
What? Oh, that. No. It's blood, but it's not mine. When you spend your days dissolving bodies, you're bound to get splashed.
I'll be on my way now. There's a space for a valve there. A removable valve. This isn't for a large pipe. It's a perfect fit.
Decontamination complete.
Finally, the cleanup's going to start. We don't have all night.
Can we talk later?
Was there something else?
I'll be on my way now. She has a red implant that could help me find Stanford.
Rather effective.
Gallagher's really got us under a lot of pressure.
There's a space for a valve there.
Decontamination complete. Decontamination complete.
None too soon. Tank number 1 has been cleaned. Rahim, can you please set up the next test for me when you have time?
I'll take care of it as soon as I'm done with this.
I'll open the door for you.
Acids, thermite, liquid nitrogen. Nice collection. This looks like a weapon that has been taken apart. Most likely a prototype. That should help. It appears as if acid has eaten through this cable. That needs to go right to the control panel. That shouldn't be a problem any longer. Good. It works.
Pyrolysis protocol.
What?
Pyrolysis complete.
It doesn't look damaged. From the looks of it, their prototypes appear to be quite effective already. The History of the Society of St. Leopold by Albert Lee. Very well. Let's see what I have access to now. Wonderful. I can access the database. Stanford. Based on the GPS data, he's not far off. But below me, there's something flashing here. What did I unlock? A draft by Chiara Favarone.
Monsignor, I am very honored by your offer to take over from you, but I am afraid I must decline. Our strategy is flawed. I've already told you that, and I wouldn't want to do any dishonor to your legacy here. Chiara Favarone. End of dictation.
Interesting. But I'm here for Stanford. It's now or never.
There he is! Take him downstairs.
Today is September 6th, 2019. This is confession number 6, conducted by Father Walter Stanford. I'm being assisted by Agents Hawthorne and Beck from SAD. The blank body was apprehended in our laboratory. I imagine you used one of your little magic tricks on the guards at the entrance to get inside. I don't recommend that you attempt that with me.
I must endure this.
Very well. Let's get down to the heart of the matter. Begin by identifying yourself.
I was born in 1710 in Constantinople. I had many names. Now I respond to Galib Bazori. I was Shahzad Suleiman, the son of Jeanette de Bazori and Ahmed III, Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. I have been a navigator, a diamond trader, and a cold-blooded murderer. For 3 centuries, I've amassed an immense fortune and taken many lives. I'm a monster. What about you?
I'm the man who will stop this. Your information confirms what we already know. Your kind are not known for the virtue. Excuse my unfounded mistrust. But let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman. After all, time is precious to you, even if you have all eternity at your disposition.
What do you want?
I ask the questions, you answer. Things will be clearer that way. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
I won't tell you a thing.
You'll learn that I admire courage. But sometimes it comes with a price. Pray, if you still can. Dominate Maybe you'll stop your foolishness now. Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
We have eyes everywhere. Did you really think we wouldn't notice anything?
Impressive. Not to mention the fact that you managed to get in here. That's no small feat for a vampire alone. Were there any lost souls that helped you?
You'll never make me talk.
This could all be so much more pleasant. It's my fault. I must not have made myself clear enough. I take no pleasure in any of this. You're going to need to be more reasonable now. Let's try something else now. A subject that's especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe you are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
Nashua Street.
A nice location, which could match some of our intel. I'm intimately acquainted with Boston, you see. I was born here. That's why it's so important to me that we clean it up. We'll verify this information quickly. Very quickly. I have so many more questions to ask. Let's see what I can find out from you. It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you.
Who?
See you soon, Caleb.
I get the feeling I've been here before.
Sorry, we're closed. Olacia! I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you.
I have to see Richard.
It's kind of a bad time. There's a code red and...
I know.
Still in the basement. I need you to take care of it when you're finished here.
Nope. So you tell us that the SI has the address of this salon, and you come anyway?
Beryl, you shouldn't be here. They could show up at any time.
I know that. Why are you here?
I came to get Richard. Do you know where I can find him?
Probably in the basement packing up, like everyone else. But I guess with your little memory issues, you wouldn't remember where it is.
Don't provoke me. Now's not the time. I suppose no one's volunteering to stick around here.
That's right, especially not me. If you see Wyatt, tell him to come downstairs to help me. It's an urgent request.
Wyatt?
Yes, a thin blood who works for me. He must be helping the staff. There's a lot of stuff here that could give the SI much more than just this bar. There'd be no point in running if they could track us down.
Yes, of course. And if you see Richard, could you...
I'll let him know you're looking for him, as usual.
Did you destroy the client files?
Yes, it's done.
Accounting?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I've just got the suppliers and the VIP files left to do.
All right. I'm gonna need a badge for the basement, too.
I don't have one, sorry.
Sorry, but the SI might show up at any second. I wouldn't hang around here if I were you.
Ah, damn it.
Hurry
Hurry up already!
Boo! You can't catch me.
So, what do we do now?
How the hell should I know?
We could break down the door to get her out.
We don't have the equipment for that.
I could ask Dr. Dunham if...
No way. We'll figure something out. When is Wyatt supposed to be back?
He shouldn't be long now.
If what Mr. Dunham says is true, we've got to get out of here fast. But we can't let them get their hands on such a priceless vessel.
Do you think this business about the SI is true? Are they really coming here?
All right. Go to the front. When Wyatt gets here, tell him to be ready. I'll see what I can do.
Roger that.
Oh, Leisha. I didn't expect to see you here.
It seems like you know who I am, but I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah, it's not the first time that that's happened to you.
So I came here often?
Oh yeah, but it's been going on 3 years since I saw you last. My name's Betty. I manage the salon for Dr. Dunham, sort of.
Is there a problem? Why aren't you leaving?
It's just that Dr. Dunham asked me to evacuate the kind, but I'm never gonna be able to do it. A highly valuable donor has holed herself up in there, but Wyatt's supposed to take her and the others.
Do you know where Dr. Dunham went?
He must be doing the same thing we're doing. Getting rid of anything we don't want the SI to get their hands on.
Like what?
He told us to destroy the Trajax compounds, so he must be getting rid of his stuff.
What are those compounds you mentioned?
It's one of the doctor's inventions, a stimulant for the donors. The blood is way better with it. Everybody loves it.
Do you have any idea where the doctor might have started?
Oh, he leaves his stuff laying around everywhere, you know. But most of it must be in his office. It's on this floor, in the rotunda, or in his examining room in the basement.
You said that Wyatt was dealing with the vessels? I need to talk to him. Do you know where he is?
He's been running back and forth to get the kind to safety. I've got to get this damn vessel out before he's done.
Why can't you make the vessel come out?
All the commotion has pushed her over the brink. Or maybe she thinks she's being taken to the slaughterhouse? There's no way of knowing. She won't talk to us.
What's the slaughterhouse?
Oh, that's what the kind call the basement. That's where we take donors that have been drained by clients. Or donors that have been overused. Mr. Underwood is in charge of that.
Oh, he works here now?
Yes, he's in charge of the accounting, recycling the vessels. Really anything the doctor isn't interested in doing.
And he's very talented, I imagine.
Let's say there are a lot of deliveries, but not a lot of money coming in. If you see what I mean.
I do. A blue blood. Why don't you force her to come out?
I can't. She's locked in the injection room, and there's no way to open the door. And I'm not allowed to damage her. She's a vintage.
I can sense that you disagree.
Well, I'm supposed to deal with her, but I can't even touch her. Because she's worth too much?
What does it mean when you say she's a vintage?
They're the donors that have the strongest reaction to the Trajax injections. It gives their blood incredible character, a vintage. But when they don't get their dose, they can get out of control. This vessel flipped out and went totally paranoid.
I see.
But the SI had better not get their hands on her. Can you help me? She might listen to you.
I'd heard there was a lot of compromising stuff on us here. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead. And clean up anything we forgot and...
Yeah, I get it, Betty. I'll do it if I can, okay?
Fine. All right. There's a pass on the bar that'll give you staff clearance. You're gonna need it.
Thanks.